Welcome everyone. What is true certainty? For most of the people, we think that certainty is that when we accomplish something which is outside, let's say a car, a house, a business, the way people perceive us, then I will have true certainty. Therefore, when we, for example, do a project, we feel, I am certain that I will finish this project. And of course, this project should be perhaps finished. But the way we approach it, saying, I am certain, maybe not necessarily that's the certainty, the true certainty. Now, other person could say, I'm going to get married. Who knows, maybe this person will not get married for some reason. And that's not the best way to get married for this person. Now, what do we do if on our way through this, during this true certainty, we get some doubt? The doubt gets in. What do we do then? There are three things people usually do. They stop, they freeze, they attack, so they confront with the situation right away, and other people, they just back up, they move back. For example, we go to a party, and there's a lot of people inside, very famous people and well known, and there are many friends, and we get in, and then we see all of these people suddenly. And what majority of people would do, I'm not saying that everyone, but majority of people would just basically stop, just freeze. I'm not saying that run away or back up. Other people would say, well, I don't have a problem with that, and I will just approach them and talk to everyone. Yes, that's true too. But in these circumstances, in another circumstances, they would do it differently. And it also means, why do I have to approach them right away? Maybe I feel this discomfort that everybody looks at me and I have to move forward, not to show that I'm weak. So during this situation, this happiness I have because I feel certain about something, when the doubts come in, we behave in a different way. And that's the one way of dealing with the certainty. So we usually look outside and we feel, well, in the society, if I have this or if I have that, then I feel really certain. Now, I would like to talk about certainty from a different aspect, from a different point of view, which is much, much more deep level. And that is when we comes through a difficult situation and challenges, chaos, problems, we don't want to deal with. And it happens just basically not because we plan, it just suddenly happened. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants to feel depressed. Nobody wants to deal with situation which we don't want to deal with. This difficult, tough situation. Then we behave in one of these three ways. We stop just to look what is going on and just to freeze. Sometimes we have to react right away, and sometimes we just back up and see what is going on. It really depends on the situation. But this really shows that the doubt is in the situation. You see, we do that because the doubt gets in and we don't have certainty in the situation. Now, the Creator wants us to give it all and wants us also to control all of this situation, which are challenges for us, in a proactive way, not of course in an ego way, that I will deal with that because I want to have it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the situation that occurs to us and we need to deal with them in a proper way. So, for example, I would like to use a scenario of Shabbat. Shabbat, for those people who don't know, it begins on Saturday, on Friday evening, and comes on Saturday, finish on Saturday evening, after the sunset. Now, for Catholics, it's Sunday. So, when we talk about this nation who celebrate the Shabbat, it is very important for them to know that the Shabbat is for them. They are not for Shabbat, because if they are for Shabbat, then it's religion. But Creator, and they are aware of this, gave human a lot of tools, vehicles to help us to deal with the doubt. Now, what Shabbat has to do with, let's say, financial situation? What it has to do with this? So, for example, I ask the question, what is the most favorable day during the week that we do business, the best businesses? Monday, Wednesday, maybe Sunday. I'm not saying that not every day for some of you, but the conferences, the coachings, the courses, all meetings, all the businesses meetings are on Friday afternoon and mostly on Saturday. And even if we don't do the businesses on Saturday, because our business is not in the mall where most people comes on Friday and Saturday and some of them on Sunday, then of course, okay, we say yes, but at least that the days which we could meet a lot and talk about the money and do the business. Now you see, this nation, these people know about it, of course, as we, and they also could have a doubt that if they don't sign the contract on Saturday, because there is a client which can only sign the contract on Saturday, they don't feel the doubt. They have certainty. They have certainty and they are happy that they can celebrate the Shabbat. They are very happy. They are not afraid that the client will go to someone else. They are not afraid at all, because they know that the tools are not a coincidental stuff. So they take care of it and they put so much, I would say, consciousness in the Shabbat that they feel certain about it. And because of this tool, we can increase our consciousness of certainty and lower the consciousness of doubt. That is what it's all about. That all the technology we got from the Creator. Now we can compare the situation, how we should put our consciousness in these difficult circumstances we are in, with a situation with the seed of the tree. When we put the seed of the tree, it's a dark, and he doesn't know what will get out of it. He doesn't know. And let's say, ask the question to the seed. Tell me, what will you have from it that you will grow? And the seed would say, I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing really. I'm in the middle of the forest. Nobody see me there. I'll just give the oxygen. And before the seed actually will grow and the tree will grow up, nobody says that really, but there is a secret. There is a membrane, a veil covering the seed. It has to be broken. It has to be broken before the tree will grow up. So, depending on the happiness the tree has, or the seed has really, depending on the dynamic the seed has, from that will depend how big the tree will be. Now, the tree doesn't see anything, doesn't have any, I would say, certainty, because what is certain? There is darkness. But yet, it will break, and from the consciousness the seed has, one tree is big and gives a lot, and another one is a small one. And the same with our situation, the same is with our life. If we are going through this difficult situation, there are tools which helps us. And one of them, I gave it to you. When we talk about the financial situation on Saturday, and doesn't mean that we shouldn't do the business on Saturday. That's just example for some of the people. Then there is a technology which pertains to different situation in our life that increases our certainty and lower the same our doubt. And this is what it's all about. We should be happy when this is happening to us. What should we do? First of all, when this happens to us, it's not a coincidence. We should put happiness, excitement into that. And the second step, not focus on our ego, not focus on our consciousness, body consciousness, that I will say that I am a victim. I will pity on myself and say, look what happened to me. Try to restrict on that kind of consciousness. It's not easy, but try to put the consciousness into work. Try to put the consciousness into do something for someone else. Try to do something proactive, not to focus on ourselves. And by doing this, we increase our certainty and lower our doubt. And Shabbat is one of the tools. There are many, many other tools depending on the situation we are dealing and going through that will help us to increase the certainty and lower the doubt. And this is, my friends, true certainty. I hope this message and this information help you in your present situation and in the future. All the best.